Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we will be talking about whether or not you should play the MC Eternal pack. And overall just I'll be breaking down my experience playing the pack. So to start with, I had a lot of fun playing the pack. So any criticisms I give or anytime I'm being critical, I just want you guys to understand that that is just kind of my honest opinion and my feedback, and that overall the greatness of this pack and all the things that I talk about being good about the pack definitely overshadow the things that aren't maybe not suitable for certain kinds of people, for certain people who enjoy maybe questing and some other stuff, but we'll get into that. So to answer the question, should you play MC Eternal? Well, concisely, I'd say yes. It is a great mod pack, and it is one that does not gate any of its mods, which is pretty rare to find these days. So you can boot up MCE for the first time, and if you want to rush advanced rocketry or explore other planets, or maybe you just want to get into astral sorcery and be an all-powerful sharpness 7 wielding god, well then, nothing is stopping you. If you're looking for a good mod pack, a kitchen sink pack where you can experience tons of mods, unaltered, and just see the way they interact with other mods, then yeah, MC Eternal is a perfect pack for you. In fact, MC Eternal takes it to the next level by further showcasing many small mods that are honestly amazing and underappreciated because they may not be game changing enough or add enough features to make it into a lot of other mod packs. I mean, for instance, I especially love the rats mod. Come on, how can you not love these little cuties? So originally when I planned on making this video about a month ago, my answer to this question was a pretty firm no. I mean, this pack almost had completely left a bad taste in my mouth at one point. And I bet you're wondering, well, okay, what changed so drastically then? Because I'm out here singing its praises. Well, the pack is updated, or being updated, very actively. In fact, the official full release of the pack only came out a couple weeks ago. I was essentially beta playing it. And when I played it, there was no space exploration. Several new mods and dimensions have been added since then. And I just think it's great that the creator is still actively updating his pack. That's just a great sign for any mod pack. Doesn't matter the context there. But all that being said, my two biggest beefs with the pack originally was the questing system and the reward system. The questing system, which, to be fair, also being updated very often, has some flaws just as a completionist type that I am. Personally, I'm the type who wants to finish something I start. Heck, I 10-10-10'd almost every seed from Pam's Harvestcraft and Mystical Agriculture. Just because I could. And it was a fun challenge to automate the 10-10-10ing using the Integrated Dynamics mod, which was in this pack. Now, that being said, it was not something Quest, inspired me to do or incentivized me to do. And despite doing some of these quite grueling tasks under my own initiative, there were some tasks, or, quests in this case, that I just could not drive myself to do or complete. Let's take a look at the questing tab. Here's the challenge quest tab. Most of these are rightfully grindy, even if you do automate the ones you can. For instance, the Dirt Factory quest. Even if you were to make Mystical Agriculture dirt seeds 10-10-10 them, make a giant array of immersive engineering, garden cloches, or whatever you believe the fastest way to grow these is, right? Sitting there for hours, days, using a script to hold down right click on your Supremium watering can. You can do all those things, sure. And you're going to get some boxes that, kind of just have stuff you could get from any old dungeon chest, and then a creative modifier for a tinker weapon, so you get your one extra modifier for the several days of AFKing potentially. Or in the case of some of these quests, getting a reward which is just a weapon worse than, the weapons you already got from doing the non-challenge quests. So to me, that was some of the weirder part of how the reward system works. Even look, octuple compressed cobblestone, right? Already not a big fan of compressed block, challenges, I guess, or quests outside of the normal, Project E packs, I guess, where they can get away with it. But so you make, 9 million? 43 million cobblestone, right? Without any really crazy cobble gens other than nuclear craft ones in here. So, you know, you get 43 million. You AFK for however long it takes to do that. What are you rewarded with? You get one chest, which can give you not much better than like another star, and a near infinite upgrade for a single storage drawer. So you just spent several days AFK, and you now can take the single storage drawer you got and make up to 4 infinite, because you use a 2x2 drawer, you can have now an infinite amount of 4 things that you can store. Well, one of them's going to be cobblestone, because apparently you got more than you know what to do with now. The other's probably going to be dirt. And I mean, what are the, okay, cool, you can do something cool with the other two. But really, I mean, you can just kind of see how that's a really lackluster reward. I mean, near a single near infinite storage. It's not the ability to buy as many as you want from the shop. I think that would make a lot of sense. And a lot of the rewards for other quests run like that. They unlock stuff in the shop for you. And I think that's just like a big problem with it, is that the coin shop isn't very great. Like there's things like Radaway, enchanted books, things that are nice, but considering there's just no end game way to craft these creative items, I really wish more of them could be bought here. Like if there was just, if these challenge quests would unlock the ability to buy just different creative items, I think that in Project Ozone you'd be able to craft using extended crafting, or like a lot of other packs you could do extended crafting. If those kind of things were unlocked to buy for maybe a lot of coins, because I mean you're already doing in the challenge pack or the challenge tab, you're doing quests that require you just to generate millions if not billions of the in-game currency, the questing currency, through production means. So I mean, if you could actually be putting all that money to good use, like that would just make it feel so much more rewarding, and kind of it would just make more sense to me. But again, I'm a very quest oriented Minecraft mod pack player for the most part. And so especially I think going into MC Eternal, and they advertise so heavily on it being a questing pact, and that there's almost 800 quests and so many different mods. Like I just feel like their main selling point, they're not exactly hitting out of the park. And so that was kind of where I'm going with this. A couple more things I just want to touch on along these lines is that just the way I can't make those creative things kind of limits the potential of what I can do in the pack, and the quests don't do a good job incentivizing me to do these very difficult tasks. And there's one more thing though that just kind of really bothered me, and it's that even some of the non-challenge quests, right? So there's kind of the normal ones you should be able to go around and do by playing the mods, right? And doing what you like would have to do to progress through the mod without quests. Those quests in those tabs are just, they require you to craft a ridiculous amount of useless material or resources. Example 1, insanium ingots, right? So we come here under the mystical agriculture tab, and in order to complete all of these, which you have to do in order to make diamond seeds, which is a pretty you'd want to make those seeds. They're a pretty valuable resource. In order to make the diamond seeds, to unlock the ability to buy them from the shop and then duplicate them, you are required to make 64 insanium ingots. So you would at least think like, oh, maybe I can use 24 of them on a really cool armor set or something, right? Like, because there's the mystical agriculture expansions and stuff. Yeah, no, you're not going to be able to spend that those 64 ingots on literally anything. You know what you can make? The one thing you can make with all those insanium ingots is insanium blocks to make an insanium tinkering table. Same with the tool station from Tinker's construct. And you'll have plenty left over you don't know what to do with. But you can make one of those, and you can put cool modifiers on armors, but they really just don't make a difference, I mean, in the case of the Tinker's construct tool forge table, I mean, that's just a reskin. It's, stylistically it's different, but it does the same thing. So the fact that the quest just has you do it for the sake of doing it is honestly the best representation of several of these quests that I could give. It's just poetic. I mean, a lot of these challenge quests especially, you're doing things for the sake of doing them, not because there's a good reward or a good reason to do so that you can do other mod packs. And to me, that's just like the biggest design flaw of the entire pack. Again, still a really enjoyable experience, still so much to get out of it. That's just, it's my biggest hang up with the pack, really. It's what keeps me from rating it 10 out of 10 at the end of the day. And I don't want it to be like that, you know? So I guess to bring this video to a close, what I want to make really clear is that I like this mod pack. I really do. I really like this mod pack. I had plenty of fun playing through it. I even tried to structure this video in a way that didn't make me seem like nothing but critical towards the pack. So just the final suggestion I want to leave you guys with is that if you're looking for a sandbox mod pack with lots of mods, maybe you're new to modded or you just want to try a little bit of everything, this is an amazing pack. Real easy, great place to start. It's got lots of content. I can tell that the creators put lots of hard work into it. And I just wanted to give caution to people who really enjoy questing and maybe would choose a mod pack purely based on questing potential, especially because this mod pack advertises for that you just heed my warnings, and that in this pack there are some deal breakers for me in terms of the structures of the quests and the reward system. And while I would never say that you shouldn't give it a chance, I just, again, wanted to get this information out there because I feel like it was definitely something like I didn't know was a problem with the pack when I started playing with it, because again, it was very new. I mean, like Dyer had put out 20 videos on it at the time that I started playing it, maybe just enough that I saw some interest, right? And was like, oh, this seems like a pretty cool pack, like I'm kind of due for a new one, like let me give it a shot. Gave it a shot, and these were just my takeaway thoughts, really. So thank you guys for listening to my experience playing MC Eternal, and a special thanks to Adam98991 for making this pack. So like I said, I can't sing its praises enough, and his. Lastly, please like, subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and leave a comment down below telling me if you would play this pack. I'm planning on making a couple more of these mod pack reviews in the next couple weeks, so I have one for my Omnifactory playthrough a little bit. I'm working probably on a Project Ozone one, though I'm not quite far enough in the pack that I want to do that yet. So stay tuned for those. And lastly, I'm also waiting to hear back from a really awesome SMP that I may soon be playing on. Their name's Fallen SMP. I'll leave a link down to their channel in the description. They have a super awesome community, and I highly recommend you check out the cool people producing the content on their server. That's it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.